like guns, I like the way they look. I like the shiny steel and the polished wood. I don't care if they're big or small, they're for sale, hell I want them all. I like guns.
Nice shooting, Tex.
I like guns.
Okay, today I'm going to do a little comparison between 1680 from Accurate and Hodgdon CFE BLK, CFE Blackout. Main reason is because this stuff was impossible to find for my 300 Blackout stuff back in the recession, and it's starting to come around a little bit, but I'd like to protect myself and have a backup plan for my 300 Blackout subsonics. And this is the gold standard. It produces a lot of power to lock it back in an AR-15. The other ones I've used, they're very finicky. And I shoot, this is just obviously for plinking. It's a 203 grain fully lead from Palmetto Projectiles, I think it's called. And I started seeing this CFE black. I thought, well, if it's made for blackout, let's give it a shot. And I'm going to compare the two to see what is the difference, because I'm seeing the Hodgdon all over. So if I can find a backup plan to 1680, or even use, if it does prevent fouling, if one's dirtier than the other, I'm going to check and see which one's better, at least better for me. So let's test it. Visually, this stuff looks identical. They both are about as fine as Mexican sand, and they both have like these little reflective pieces in there. Yeah, they look spitting image of each other. And coincidentally, the load data is pretty much identical. I'm going to use 11.6 grains to get near the speed of sound. Right around 1,000 I'd like to stay, so that way I don't cross over periodically. And we'll run some tests on it. Okay, the host firearm for this test is I think it's called the Jack Lower by Sharps Brothers, and this is an SBR lower, and it has a cryptic coatings bolt. It's got a Lilja barrel and a Superlative Arms adjustable gas block, and it's got the Tie 30 from Yankee Hill Machine suppressor on it, and I've got a Burris, just a little, I don't know if it's 1 to 4, 1 to 6, little scope for it. Some other, I think that, this has got the Geisley SG3 trigger. It's a nice, I love this thing. This is a fun gun. So let's get to testing. Alright, first we're going to shoot the CFE Blackout, and I'll read them off as they go. I'm not really shooting at any target because this isn't even sighted in for this stuff. So, let's see. .943, 973, 938. Just gonna see if I can hit that target out there. Nope. 928, 946, 914, 925, 931, 911, 944. And it held open on the last round. Standard deviation is 17.9. Average speed 935. I could probably, with this setup, I could probably go to like 11.7, but I'll play with it. I'm just trying to compare apples to apples right now. Alright, now we're going to do the venerable 1680. I'll see if it shoots any different. I don't know if it's any louder, dirtier. The other stuff was pretty clean. I didn't notice anything when I was checking the bolt. Didn't really notice anything out of the ordinary. $9.97. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that was my fault. $10.53. $9.48. $9.87. $9.50. $1,000. $9.29. $9.26. $9.42. Okay, I only did 9 shots on that one, and that was my fault because I did notice a damaged case with just a little bit of a lip on it, and I thought it might force itself in and work, but it didn't. So I only got 9 shots. So the standard deviation on this one is 41.9, max 1053, minimum 926, average 970. So I'm going to put that on paper and just kind of show you guys what it all added up to. Alright, here's the data from the 2 rounds that I shot. The CFE Black, standard deviation 17.9. The 1680, 41.9. Quite a significant difference. There's the minimums, maximums. The average for the CFE Black is 935. Average for the 1680 is 970. So it is a little faster. I did notice while shooting that it was a little bit louder. Not much, but just a little bit. And it did seem to recoil a little sharper, which would probably mean, you know, there is a little more speed coming out of it. But there's your numbers. So if you were considering whether or not CFE Black works, I'm thinking this is my new go-to stuff if I didn't already have 8 pounds of 1680. But they both work about the same, quite similar actually, and they both will hold back the bolt on the last round. And I'm only shooting, you know, mid-9s. If I was up near 1,000, it would even have a little more power. I can actually adjust my gas block a little bit if I wanted to, but I'll leave it. I like reliability. There you go.